Good morning, everybody. Alright, today is Friday, I think. Yeah, August 26th. We are at the Loves in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Alright. So the last video you saw was my pickup video of this load that I currently have behind me, which was picked up at GT's Living Foods in Vernon, California. The load is going to Lakeland, Florida. However, I did take I-40 across originally so I could pick up my son's wallet from the motel that I got left at. Don't tell me you're turning this way, KB. I think they're both leaving. I don't know. Yeah, they're probably both going. They should go out the other way, or the way they just came from. Not sure why they're both coming in this way. Alright, anyway, I did manage to retrieve his wallet, and everything was in it like it was supposed to be. So that was good. Oh shit, I forgot to turn that. I meant to turn the blue light on back there, but I forgot. Here, let me... Well, I'm gonna stop here. Too bad if you don't like it. Let me get this light on for you guys. At least there's some kind of hint of being able to see me on the interior camera for those of you guys who want to have that interaction or see what, you know, some of the stuff I do myself or whatever. Alright, so normally, though, after I picked up my son's wallet, the plan was to head down US 287 from there, which is basically in Amarillo, and take 287 down to the Fort Worth area, and then take I-20 across from there to Jackson, Mississippi, then US 49 from Jackson down to Hattiesburg, and US 98 from Hattiesburg down to Mobile, and get on I-10 down to Mobile. That's not where we're at, though. We are further east of that route, and the reason for that is because we're going to be dropping this trailer in the Oklahoma City drop yard. Yesterday, right after I had made tentative plans with my ex, and when and how to meet up so I can get my son's wallet to him. I got asked by my DM about dropping this load in the Oklahoma City yard so another driver could possibly get home. And she said the Oklahoma area planner, his name's Jim, said she'd asked him about getting me a reload out of the area here. And I guess he was really giddy when he found out I was in his area. I was going to be in his area, so no entry on red arrow. See, it is a red arrow, so we can't move until it turns green. Alright, now that's key about paying attention to the signs. You can get yourself a stupid ticket for not paying attention to signs like that. I see it all the time in my area. There's intersection right there. Actually, sometimes in my videos when I go home and I have a video that goes to where I stop in Victorville, or maybe I'm delivering to Maricold or something, the intersection of Nisqually Road and Asbury Road there, it's no right on red, and people are always running the red light there. I mean, making a right on red because it used to be allowed, but a few months back they made it illegal to make a right on red there, for good reason. Anyway, Alright, so we're going to be dropping this at our drop yard, which is only 2 miles away, exit 142, which that'll be the Council Road exit. Now, this trailer, it's got some funny stuff with this. So when yesterday, on my previous shift, I ended up stopping, when I did my pre-trip, I didn't notice any problems. But when I got to Holbrook to pick my son's wallet up, I noticed a very audible sound coming from the trailer as soon as I got out my driver's door here. This exit coming up here is this Council Road. You can't miss it because there's the TA truck stop over here. Anyway, I go in to get his wallet, and then when I come back out, I take a good look and try to figure out, well, where's this sound I'm hearing coming from. And I pretty quickly figured out it was coming from the right front airbag, where the bottom of the bag is, where it meets up with kind of in the area where it meets up with the mount down there, or the housing thing, whatever. So I made tentative plans. I'm gonna go ahead and end my shift my previous shift, that shift, whatever you want to call it, at the TA in Amarillo, because I knew I was going to want to end my shift in the Amarillo area anyway, so I just figured, all right, I'll go ahead and stop at the TA so I can get it replaced. Well, then we go where, this is green here anyway. And that was a red circle there, so as long as there isn't a sign there saying that I can't make a right on red, that was perfectly legal. Alright, anyway, I made 3 other stops on the way to Amarillo. I stopped for a nap in Blue Water Village, which is just west of Grants and Milan. And then I stopped again in Albuquerque for another nap, because that 2 hours, I didn't sleep for shit that night before, so it was rough. Alright, by the way, this light up here, we're going to turn right at. So anyway, I made those 2 stops, and then I stopped again to top off my fuel tanks in Santa Rosa. All 3 of those times I took a look, I listened back there or took a look to see what, if that wasn't so obvious anymore. So take a good look back there, and I couldn't find any evidence of leaking anymore. No sound, and not feeling it either. And previously I was very easily able to feel it coming out of that spot, so I knew it was coming from that bag. So, but all those stops between there and between Holbrook and Amarillo, not one little bit of evidence that it was leaking at all. Now, in fact, when I got to Amarillo, I went ahead and had them take a look at the bag anyway, just as a precaution. Alright, right here where this guard shack is at is where we're going to be dropping. Come in. Alright, we're going to come all the way up to... Hello.
How's it going?
Good, how about yourself?
What's your name?
Scott.
Last name?
Zane, Z-A-N-E.
This one's loaded?
Yes.
You know when they go down there?
You need to look at the seal or anything like that, or you need to look at the seal or anything, or appreciate it. Okay, we're gonna go straight ahead. JCT's section is over here to the left of us, and the spots that face that direction. So what we're gonna do is come down here to the end and circle back around. And our trailer should be over here Alright, anyway, like I said, I even had the shop take a look at it. And the guy even sprayed it down with soapy water right in front of me. There's one open spot there. I see actually a couple. Hopefully I'll find an empty here as well. Actually, I kept thinking we only had like 5 or 6 spots here, but no, we got more than that. I think it might be like 10 or so. I don't know. But yeah, the guy couldn't find any leaks anywhere, even when he was spraying water on it. I mean, soapy water on it, and I'm sitting there right there next to him while he's doing it, and can't hear anything, can't feel anything, can't see anything. So I ended up just saying, you know what, let's just go ahead and we'll just play it by ear with this thing. I've never had one that was like this, where you can clearly hear it leaking or feel it leaking at one time, and then and it was just that one time. So I was like, no sense changing the bag that we can't clearly prove is actually leaking. So even though I knew it was. Ended up just parking again though, and even the mechanic was agreeing. It was going to be hard to prove to JCT that it needed to be replaced, because they're going to want pictures of it or whatever, or some kind of proof that it's actually needing to be changed. So I got parked. I get all the way over here to this lives that we just started at, and while I'm getting reefer, because I stopped there to get reefer fuel, I'm going to go ahead and drop this. Yeah, that's an empty right there. There's 2 empties there. That or they're just dry loads. We'll find out. Actually, most of these don't have the reefer units running, so might all be empty. I don't know. We'll see. Even this one over here has got no reefer unit running. No, I'm swinging too wide. Don't like it. So how much? Okay. Actually, no, you know what? Might not be as bad as I thought it was. But my tractor is angled off. I'm going to have a problem with this fence here. Alright, so we're going to get... I'm intentionally getting the trailer close to this one off my side, because I'm going to need to do this kind of a... do this kind of number so I can get my tractor in a position where I can have more room to chase it. Okay, so I'm going to just straighten it out some. I know I'm real close to the trailer. It's alright, I know I'm there. And I'm doing it on purpose because I want room to do this. But I have room to get the tractor to chase without hitting that fence. Alright, we are good to go back there. Now we'll just make sure we don't get in a position where we can hit that street van over there, or trailer, or whatever it is back there. These back-to-back spots I always like to pull in, so. Oh no, I can see what's going on there. A little further back, we're good. Alright, that should be good right there. Alright, so yeah, I said, yeah, again, when I was over here at the Loves, I could hear it leaking again. Yeah, while I'm getting my reefer fuel, but just going from the fuel aisle into the courtesy lane, you know, I go inside, come back out, and walk right back over to where the airbag is at, and start, you know, and now I can't hear or feel or see anything again. So it's weird. Alright, so it's not, to me, it's not bad enough to really require getting attention, but it's, yeah, it's going to have to be changed sooner or later. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and disconnect from this one and figure out which trailer I'm going to grab. What looks best, I guess. I mean, there's a blue beacon just off that same exit I was just at, so if there's something that's dirty here, it's not such a big deal. And there's a pilot right next door to that blue beacon, so I don't even really care if it's if it needs fuel. It just, as long as it's serviceable, I'll be happy. So alright, so I'm gonna get all that knocked out, and then once I figure out what we're gonna hook up to, we'll get hooked up to it and press on. Alright guys, we're ready to hook up to a trailer. One right next to me on the right side, 7208. I like that one, so we'll go with that one. Drop my airbags real quick. Got the usual follies going on here though. This one right here next to me on the left, it's loaded and has somebody's enforcer lock still on it, so I'm going to get a hold of dispatch in a minute here, let them know that this one still has the enforcer lock on it. So I'm assuming that the person who's going to hook up to it is not the same person who the enforcer lock belongs to, so it's going to be a problem. Or probably will be. We're good there. And then this one that's 2 spots over, 6311. I looked at it first, but it turned out it's overdue a DOT inspection. I would really be okay with grabbing it and getting that fixed, but being that we're in Oklahoma City specifically, yeah, let's, oh, actually, drop the backs a little bit. Given that we're in Oklahoma City specifically, and we're within 100 miles of our terminal, I know they're going to want to do the DOT at the terminal and not one of the truck stops here if possible. So then it brings up the issue of, I don't know where I'm picking up my next load at the moment. I don't have a pre-plan just yet, so I don't know where I'll be reloading. I could be loading literally right up the street from here at Hobby Lobby, or it could be going up to Enid for a load. Could end up going out to Russellville. I don't know. So I'm not so inclined to pick that trailer up and move it, you know, and go up to the yard unless I know for sure I need to go up that way. And yeah, I do want to get the problem fixed, but like I said, with our proximity to the terminal here, I think it's best that that trailer go with somebody who is actually going to go up in that direction. Now, if I knew I'd be picking up something at the drop yard, at the terminal, or maybe going up to back up here, you get some weight on there, not a lot, not as much as I like. Usually an empty trailer, I like to see about 20 psi on the gauge, but it's only at like 15, so it tells me a landing gear is probably still on the ground here. Alright, let me finish getting this hooked up. I've already done a good pre-trip on this one. I just got to double check the lights are all functioning right, and my fifth wheel latch is hooked up right, and hook all my stuff up and all that good stuff, and we'll get into more in a second. Alright guys, I do notice one thing here with the lights that is a problem. Some of you guys won't be able to catch this kind of problem with your trucks. If you don't have an exterior lights test switch like mine does, you won't notice this until you go in a weigh station or something and somebody and a officer puts you out of service for it. Alright, so the brake lights, which are the inner ones, you see they're not getting brighter. They should be going bright when see right now they're not on. But when the outer lights stop flashing, the inner ones should get bright. They're not though. So I'm gonna have to mess with the pigtail connection. That is probably what the problem is. The other thing here, this one when I hooked up was not lit up at all. Yeah, it gives the illusion that it's not working. It's a bad bulb or something, but all I did was just tap on it a few times, and that's all it took to get that one working. So it's one of those where it could potentially cause problems there. I'm gonna go ahead and put my pigtail wedge in, so I'll show you that. This thing right here. Hello. It'll cooperate. Alright, so what I'm going to do here, run it up here to the top. I'm going to pull the pigtail out. I'm going to need both hands, so I'm not going to be able to record this, but I'll put it in here to angle down over here, like kind of tilted like that and over in there, because it'll fit into the groove in there like that. And all I want to do is just make the connection a little bit tighter there, and then we'll recheck it. Alright, now let's double check these lights again. Oh yeah, those are bright, that's for sure. Alright, we have a winner. Let's double check that the right side marker works okay. Yep, we're good. I already checked that before I got the phone back out, but when I start messing with the pigtail wedge, you never know what can happen there. Sometimes lights that work fine, once without the pigtail wedge in stop working because you have the wedge in there too tight or something, and other times I'm good like this. So alright, so I'm gonna send that information out about these other two trailers, or actually at least the one. Then we'll get off the slack. Alright guys, so we're all good to go here. I'm gonna go now. I do have the option of just camping out here. Yeah, this is perfectly fine. As long as we have open spots available here, which there was one, but you said only take one more trailer sitting here for that to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and personal convey over the TA. That way if another driver shows up here and they need to drop a trailer or whatever, or or maybe they have more desire to hang out here, they can do that. Yeah, see, we got one open spot here. Spot 17 is vacant, but I don't know if that belongs to us or someone else. We have certain spots that we pay for, but I don't remember which, what the top and bottom spot numbers are for that range. So, we'll just go over to TA, and it's 4:43 in the morning now, so there should be no problems finding a place to park there. Even if there is a problem, I can always go to the other TA off of Morgan Road, which is the same street that we started this video from. Alright, we'll come over, swing it wide here, and then he'll probably wave me right on by because he already sees what trailer I'm grabbing, probably. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, he already knows this one's empty, so that's why he just waved me on through. Alright, we got one car coming from the right here, and then Alright, so like I said, yeah, we can always go back to the previous exit. There are plenty of, there's 4 different truck stops over there. And at this hour, I'm pretty certain there are going to be spots open at all of them, so. Yeah, I don't really have a real preference on where I park. So we'll just come over here. Maybe you get a little backing footage for you guys to watch, as that's always good for some of you guys. And we'll hang out and wait for pre-plan. We'll probably integrate this. I don't know. We'll see how long, how much time this video took. So, debating whether to do separate videos for this and the pickup, or just combine them into one. I don't know. Maybe just tentatively, I'll go ahead and just post this one separate. I don't know. Because there won't be much for me to talk about between here and the pickup, so I'll probably go ahead and do the pickup on the same video and make it shorter, or as short as I can. Maybe wait till I'm a lot closer to the actual shipper before starting that off for you guys. You gonna stop, car? Because don't think I'm not watching your ass, dumbass. Yeah, it looked like he wasn't going to stop for the red light for a little bit there, and then probably figured out after seeing this truck coming out that there's no way in hell he's going to be able to not get hurt by. Then he got smart and decided to stop. Alright, so I talked a little bit about the potential pickup spots. Enid, Oklahoma, right here, literally right down the street from here is the Hobby Lobby in DC. We do pickups from. Not a shitload of loads from there, but we do pick them up. I'm not the hugest fan of doing the Hobby Lobby loads, but that's mainly because they have too much time on them. I don't really care if let's turn here. They can be interesting though. I even had, I did one Hobby Lobby load myself. Actually, I think I was under 2, but I only picked up 1. And it was a 3-bagger. I was going to Southern Cal, and the first drop was actually the one in Victorville. What is up with this? Okay. That's weird. Yeah, the store in Victorville off the same exit that I live off of was the first drop on it, and I didn't even make that delivery because the delivery, I think the delivery date, the appointment time was later. Like, I got there pretty early, and they told me to just go ahead and drop it, and yeah. Alright, let's see if there's anything open over here. Probably have to go over to the back end over here, but sometimes I usually always had luck finding a spot over here. No, they're all occupied right now, so I don't really care about walking a little bit either, so especially if my feet feel fine, like they do. Doesn't bother me the least bit to get a little bit of exercise in. So those spots are all pointed in toward me, so I don't want to go into like that. So I'll probably have to follow this guy in. Is that Andrus or something? I can't tell. It's not enough lighting, but the logo looks like it might be an Andrus. No, that looks like Covenant. Is that an open spot right there? There's a bobtail in it. No, it's not going to work. There's a bobtail parked in it, so I can't use that one. Yeah, a lot of people don't like to park in the blindside spots either, so there's a bobtail on that one also. Shitheads. That looks like it's doable. This is tight with the way things are set up here, so I don't think I want to try that one. So, and like I said, it doesn't bother me to go to the next exit if I have to get more desirable place to park. In fact, I much rather go to the other TA. This one good. Yeah, we got a good spot here. Alright. My tandems are out there still though, so yeah, this one I'd rather go for this one because it's a tight lane and my tandems are too far out in the middle of nowhere, so let's try this. Look like I'm pretty far away from the other guy, but I don't trust it. I want to be absolutely certain that we're good. Yeah, we got plenty of room over there. I could tell from the depth perception that I was probably just fine, but I don't want to take chances, so that's why I pulled forward and double checked that I was good. Where's the back of this spot at? Over there. I was expecting there to be a I was expecting there to be like a parking chunk there or something that I can very firmly notice is there, but I wasn't feeling that. I think it's just an embankment, whatever, so there's more of like a soft resistance. Okay, so this is probably a pretty good amount of footage already, and I don't know, I'm kind of curious, concerned about having video too long for you guys, so I guess let me figure out where I'm picking up from first and how long it's going to take for the footage and all that, and if I feel like the footage is going to be too long, we'll go ahead and have this drop yard footage as a completely separate video. If I don't, if I feel like I can get it down to, keep it within less than an hour, let's say 40-50 minutes, like I tend to, even better if I can get it down to like 30 something. I don't think this is going to be 30. I'll try to combine them, but only if the video is not going to be too long. So, with that, if you don't see more footage here, then I will see you guys on the next one, alright? Otherwise, stay tuned, and we'll have the pickup footage here as well.